Hey, what's up? Most importantly, thank y'all for coming into my house. Welcome to my home. This is my energy, my space. So I hope that y'all can really enjoy this video that I'm about to drop. So you see all my shoes on the table? I have 3 sections here, man. Please, y'all. Please, if you don't take nothing else from this video, understand what kind of shoes you are buying and putting on your feet for what race, whatever type of run you got going on. Just understand this. So we have trail shoes. We have carbon plated shoes / speed shoes, and we have everyday and day-to-day running shoes. Now, what qualifies me to kind of, speak on this topic and give y'all some sound advice. I'm currently working on my 3rd full marathon. I'm also a certified running coach through ISA. I've been in the Army for about 14 years. I've done a lot of running over the years. I won't say it was the smartest running, but we've done a lot of it. Quick disclaimer, what works for me may not work for you. So just take everything with kind of like to be a little bit unbiased, and also just, try it out. If it doesn't work for you, I recommend always to use Fleet Feet because they offer a great return policy when it comes to buying something that doesn't really fit your running style or running form. Overall, key identifiers with these shoes for trail, that rigid bottom, all right? Mountain, you are in the woods, you are trying not to slip and, break your neck, all other good stuff. Then you have carbon plated shoes. Carbon plated shoes have a carbon plate inside of them. They're reactive, all right? They hit the ground and they push up with a strike force that in theory makes the runner faster, all right? Then you have day-to-day runners. So day-to-day runners are gonna have some medium cushion on it, so it can absorb the impact and take some of that stress off of your knees, take some of that stress off of your joints, while also allowing you to get some good form and foundation work completed day-to-day. All right, that kind of sums it up. All right, go up in them comments, let me know if you got any questions. I hope that this helps. A lot of y'all been asking me about, what kind of shoes am I wearing? I hope that this product tears through and you get something from it. So to start it off, we're gonna start with what everybody sees as sexy and fun and cool, the carbon plated shoes. So these were my first pairs of carbon plated shoes. These were made by On Cloud. Now look, y'all, I'm not about to be exactly correct with all of the different nomenclatures of shoes and so on and so forth, but I'll drop a link in the description for every single one of these shoes. But yeah, they were made by On Clouds. I love these shoes. They were my first carbon plated shoe. So what is the meaning of carbon plated? It means that the shoe is reactive. So, this shoe is very responsive to when it hits the ground, and it creates a pushing force off of the ground, kind of springing you forward and up. So same thing for my Adidas Light Strike Pros. Now these are probably my most favorite carbon plated shoes. These were my 2nd pair of carbon plated shoes that I purchased. You can tell by the bottoms, these have gotten some great work. Overall, I love these shoes. Now keep in mind, now my race shoes, typically they're only supposed to be used for 200 to 300 miles. And you're not supposed to train in them. Sometimes I break those rules, but I just like to know how a shoe is gonna, work with me over a long distance run. So you might see me on some training runs with my speed shoe. And then finally, here is my last carbon plated speed shoe. These are the Meta Speeds. These are the Sky Paris, and this is also the Edge versions. Yes, these are the Edge versions of the Meta Speeds. So once again, these are high performance shoes, speed plated, only meant for 200 to 300 miles. They give you a reaction, pushes off of the ground, and in theory, it makes you a faster runner, all right? A couple key tips with carbon plated shoes is you should not be using your carbon plated shoes as a day-to-day runner. All right, do not do that. Day-to-day runner, that's the wrong way to go about that. But speaking on that, we'll go ahead and move into the everyday / long distance running shoes. The everyday running shoe. If you don't pay attention to nothing else in this video, pay attention to this segment right here. So your everyday runner. All right, so there's a reason why this shoe is in the middle. This is my everyday trainer / runner. It is a hybrid, if you ask me, between a speed shoe and a long distance shoe. So I say that because it has an aggressive posture, meaning it has a 0.4 or 5 drop, which means that just your heel sits up higher from the toe, just creates a more aggressive stance with the shoe. And it also gives you cushion, you know, for those longer distance runs. So a couple key things, if you're looking at a speed plated shoe or a carbon plated shoe or a speed shoe, you know, you're looking for like the more aggressive look. You know, if you're looking for more of a distance shoe, you're gonna want, you know, more cushion, all right? Because, you know, the more miles you get, the more impact you're gonna be putting on your body. So if you can find a shoe that kind of is in the middle, that can kind of serve as your everyday runner. So these are the Ultra Flow Experiences. About overdue for another pair here. I remember actually testing these shoes out on a test run when Ultra came to Fleet Feet. As soon as I put my foot in them and I ran in them, I was like, oh man, these shoes are it. You know, I love these, I recommend them. A lot of y'all been asking like, Free, what's your day-to-day runner? This right here is my day-to-day runner, all right? Then we're gonna move on to my other day-to-day runner. These are the On Cloud Eclipses, all right? Another great shoe, a great added cushion. Everybody knows that Cloud is just good for, you know, that Swiss engineering and overall just creating an adaptive and also aggressive shoe, while also maintaining that good cushion and a good posture. I definitely love these shoes. They're a little stiff when you first get them, but and they also are pretty high. They have a pretty high drop on them, so it kind of does take some getting used to. But once you kind of get past that, I really enjoy these shoes a lot. I have all these different shoes, right? But you kind of got to figure out what works for you. If you're just starting out, I would probably recommend just get into a everyday, day-to-day shoe before you go out and buy you a trail or buy you a carbon plated shoe. And then this right here, a lot of people love Hoka for long distance. This is actually like my first Hoka that I ever bought. Actually, am probably overdue for another pair of Hokas. But these were also really good as far as for cushioning. So you can kind of see, that's what Hoka is also known for. They're known for like the medical, like prescribed shoe for most people who have, you know, bad posture, or, you know, people that stand for long hours on their feet. A lot of people, you see them rocking Hokas because they have so much of the added cushion. But I remember training with these for my first marathon. It held up pretty well. And I don't think they even make these no more, but cool shoe. Hoka is always good for long distance, but Hoka also has speed shoes as well. A lot of people don't know that. So people think like, oh, just because you get a pair of Hokas, you know, they're necessarily for long distance, when that's not really the case. Make sure you do your research every time you go to purchase a shoe. Other key tips for day-to-day runners, make sure that the shoe is overall just comfortable. That's kind of was my deciding factor for most of the shoes in this section as far as day-to-day runner. And yeah, that kind of sums up the day-to-day runner. All right, now we're gonna get into our trail shoes. So you're gonna see a repeat offender up here. That's gonna be the Lone Peak, the Ultra Lone Peaks. So man, I will tell you, like, I really love this shoe. Like, you'll probably see me in this shoe if I'm just going to like my daughter's cheer practice, if I'm cutting grass, if I'm gotta do a 21K Spartan race. Like, this shoe is just so versatile and it's so durable. Like, it can take a lot. I have had these shoes for probably about like 4 years, and I still throw these on to, you know, to knock around in. Real great shoe. Trail. So when you are going through different trails, you could find yourself in a puddle, going through rivers, going through creeks. This shoe pushes water out like no problem. The mesh material is, I want to say it's like a moisture absorbent, but it also has, and I'm gonna do a close up on these two, it has small holes throughout the whole entire shoe. It's like it knew it was gonna get wet, you know? So it doesn't hold much water. And these shoes were so great, I upgraded the next year and got just another pair of Lone Peaks with a more cooler, more brighter color. These shoes are great. So these are the Ultra Lone Peak 8s, and these are the Ultra Lone Peak 7s. So great for trail. Not a whole lot of ankle support, so if you need that, I would just advise that you pick accordingly, because there are other shoes that give you more ankle support. But if you have like more of a wider toe box, that's another thing too. Ultra is known, these are also Ultras. Ultra is known for having that wide toe box. So if you got wide feet like me, like these shoes are money. You know, not to say, you know, if you notice, you know, On Cloud's a little more narrow, but Ultra is known for that wide toe box. It just is more comfortable, a better ride overall inside of the shoe. And over here I have the Asics. These are the Asic Triumphs. I might be wrong. No, not Triumphs, the Asic Trabuco Maxes. Now these are some great trail shoes as well. They have a little bit of cushioning. They also have a great sound bottom as well that can climb, you know, most inclined surfaces. And they also have some good ankle support as well. These shoes are also really, really good for going through water as well, because they have, like, I'm gonna do another close-up. They have holes in that moisture wicking technology all throughout the shoe as well. Definitely love these. Been on a couple trails with them, had no issues at all. So in summary, these are all 12 of the shoes that I've used over the years. Overall, I hope that you gained like how to section your shoes into what it's supposed to do for you. Trail shoes, you know, very, very easy to identify these because of the bottoms, you know, going through mountains, going through, you know, off-roading, all that other good stuff. Speed shoes, carbon plated, you know, minimal material, you know, more used for speed and the technology of trying to move as fast as you can. We got the On Clouds here. You have my personal favorite, Adidas Light Strike Pros. Gotta get another pair of these before my next race. February 16th, I'll see y'all out there. Charleston, South Carolina, Hilton Head. Yeah. It's gonna be a wonderful time. And then you have the Meta Speeds. Love these, man. These shoes are really, really light. I'm talking about like there's almost nothing. It's almost just a doggone plate. Because the rest of the shoe does nothing for you. Whenever you're purchasing a shoe for the first time, it's just affordability. Because for one, it's your first shoe, you're trying to learn the game, all right? Don't get out there and go buy the $300 Nike Vapor Max Flies and all this other craziness. Start conservative, kind of build your way into the game and go from there. What I do see on some races is, you know, people kind of get into running, and the first thing they go do is go buy carbon plated shoes. Please don't do that. You know, before I bought my first carbon plated shoes, I started out in Ultra Flow experiences, okay? And I started out in the Ultra Boost. And then I kind of built my way up, because what you want to do is you want to build that baseline of running so that when you do traverse into the speed shoes, that you actually get that push that you're looking for, you know, that kick that you're looking for by putting on, you know, a carbon plated shoe. Because if you just train with these day in and day out, you build your foundation with these, you're not going to see much improvement, you know, come race day, versus if you put in the work, you grind it out with these, and then you gonna go into the speed plated shoe. But yes, that pretty much sums it up. I wanted to keep this nice and short and kind of, you know, allow y'all to drop questions in the comment. Don't forget to subscribe, because that helps the channel. And I promise y'all I'm gonna be dropping a lot more on here. I just want to do this real fast because I know I'm a very, very busy person, and a lot of people can ask me about my shoes, but I truly hope that this helps out, and I'm gonna be looking to do more in the future. So I'm gonna get up out of here, edit this video, drop this, and then I'm gonna go to work. So, but let me know something in the comments though, which I need to know. Let me know something. Appreciate y'all.